What's up guys, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to be showing you how to replace a 1-inch commercial RainBird valve. So unfortunately I wasn't able to get footage from before this point, but at the end of the video I'm going to put up a before and after shot, so make sure you watch to the end to see that transformation. When I first arrived to this valve, it was just being eaten alive by the roots. The roots from this planter forced themselves every which way they could into this valve. So I cleaned out all the roots from the box, and I'm going to just be replacing this whole valve. I'm going to start by cutting this valve out using my string saw. This is a great tool for cutting in tight spaces. Just remember though, once you start cutting with this tool, you can't stop. Now that male adapter is out of the way, I'll be able to unthread this valve from the line. First things first, I'm going to be needing new male adapters, so I'm going to start by putting Teflon tape on the threads. This helps lubricate the threads and allows for a deeper setting when I put it all together. Make sure you give yourself plenty of room to work in. Remember, success is dependent on preparation. There's different ways for going about replacing this valve, so I'm going to need to use a little imagination. Putting the valve next to the pipe, along with the fittings that I intend to use, helps give me a clear idea of what I need to do next. These 1-inch unions make great companions to these valves. If I ever need to work on this valve or these fittings again in the future, these unions are going to make it quick and easy. But here's a quick tip. These unions also come with rubber gaskets on the inside. Do not lose this. Without the gasket, these unions will leak. I'm going to start by installing one side of this union at a time, using primer to prep the line and glue to set it. I'm going to have to bridge the male adapter to the union, so I'm installing some PVC on both sides of my valve to make that connection. Now I can cut the old male adapter to make room for my new installation. Now just to put Teflon tape on these threads, and we're just about halfway done. So far, this valve replacement is going along pretty smoothly, but I can't stress this enough. Preparation is everything. The more you dig and struggle in the beginning, the easier it'll be to work on the line itself. So make sure you dig and give yourself plenty of room. We're just gonna have to make one more cut on the line. The last cut is a very important one, so make sure you have a good marker when you're doing your measurement. If we cut too much off the line, we're gonna have a big problem. Now to install the second union. Nice. Looks like that was an awesome cut. Everything is lining up perfectly. Oh, and one last thing. Don't forget, make sure we got these gaskets on the unions. We don't want this to leak. Now that everything lines up and it's been glued, I could start threading these unions in place. Make sure you tighten these as hard as you can by hand. Avoid using tools though, because at the end of the day these are plastic, and too much pressure from your channel locks will cause the plastic to crack. Beautiful. The valve is officially installed. I'm going to open up my flow control now. I like to open this up all the way, then close it about one full turn. This will help keep the valve from getting stuck in the future. Now to wire up the solenoid. But don't worry, this is a lot easier than it looks. There's no particular order you need to do this. Just remember the solenoid has two wires. One to connect to the common wire, which is usually a white wire, and one to connect to the station wire, which is normally black or red. However, in this case, both our common and our station wires are black, but it makes little difference. It's a simple two-wire connection. These grease connectors are going to be really great at protecting the wires in the box. We won't have to worry about dirt or water messing with our electrical components. Now we could tuck our wiring nice and neat behind the valve. And awesome, it's that easy. This valve is looking really nice with these unions, and if we ever need to replace this valve in the future, it's going to be a real simple swap. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. For more irrigation content, make sure you check out my website at shrubgator.com, and feel free to leave a comment if you have any suggestions for future videos, and subscribe to my channel to stay tuned for my latest content. Thanks.